I think everybody here knows about Elvis Presley. If you didn't, well then you wouldn't have clicked on this video. So you probably know that Elvis was a huge legend in the music industry. He paved the way for so many artists and he's an icon until this very day. And today we're going to talk about the day that Elvis died. On August 16, 1977, America woke up to some shocking news. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, was gone. Fans couldn't believe it. The man who changed music forever, who once made teenage girls scream and parents nervous, was dead at just 42 years old. This is the story of that day. The shockwaves it sent across America, the fans who gathered at Graceland, and how his death marked the end of an era. Part 1. The breaking news. It was a hot summer afternoon when the news first broke. Elvis had been found unresponsive in his Graceland mansion in Memphis, Tennessee. Paramedics rushed to the house, but by the time they arrived, the king was already gone. They rushed him to the hospital, but by the time doctors tried to revive him, it was too late. The king was dead. Within minutes, radio stations interrupted their programs, television networks broke into regular shows, and word began to spread like wildfire. Elvis Presley had died. For millions, it felt like the world stopped spinning. Part 2. Shockwaves across America. The impact was immediate. Elvis wasn't just a singer. He was a cultural icon. The man who brought rock and roll into the mainstream, who starred in movies, who redefined what a performer could be. For many fans, Elvis wasn't just a star. He was family. His voice had been the soundtrack of their youth. And now, that voice was gone. In homes, cars, and diners across America, radios played his songs on repeat. Some cried, others sat in stunned silence. It was more than just a celebrity death. It was the loss of a generation's hero. Part 3. Fans at Graceland. Soon, thousands of fans flocked to Memphis. They stood outside Graceland, holding candles, singing his songs, and leaving flowers and notes. People traveled from across the country just to be near the place Elvis had called home. The line to view his body stretched for blocks. The grief was overwhelming, but so was the sense of community. For a few days, the world seemed to gather in one place. Graceland, united in mourning for the king. Part 4. The end of an era. Elvis Presley's death wasn't just the loss of a man. It was the end of an era. He had been more than a musician. He was the bridge between rhythm and blues and mainstream pop, between gospel roots and global superstardom. When Elvis died, it felt like the final curtain had fallen on the golden age of rock and roll. Of course, his music lived on, but the world knew there would never be another like him. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and share this with other true blue Elvis fans or people who just love music history in general. Don't forget to subscribe so you're notified every time we upload a new video. This has been your host, and until next time, keep rocking.